Hi everyone. Today's Friday challenge is to share. I'm going to share a couple of little quick tips, and then I welcome you and encourage you to share some of your tips. First, I'm going to do a show and tell. Last night at my local scrapbooking store, I took a class, and I haven't taken a class in, I can't even remember. I think the last class I took was reupholstering with my mother. 9 years ago. It's been a while. But the class that I took last night is for Zentangle. And for those of you who are not familiar, it's this creative doodling. And it's a husband and wife. They came up with this, the title. They didn't come up with the doodling, because we've all been doodling since caveman put the first doodle on a wall. What they did come up with is a creative way of teaching how to constructively doodle. So it's kind of like a Zen for your hands, and it produces these funky results. This is one of my tiles from last night, and I really did lose myself in all this fine pen work. And the kit, the class price included the kit, this mini kit, which has the micron pen and little Zentangle pencil and a few of the tiles, and this little bag which had candies in it, which are long gone. But isn't that cool? What I'm going to do is I'm going to play around with it. And fortuitously, since I knew I wanted to take this class, that's another one that I started before we left, I picked up the 3x3 Sizzix die to be able to cut my own. I believe this is watercolor paper, so I have a whole stash of watercolor paper. Sorry about that. Dogs decided to start talking to me. So that's my share, or that's my show and tell. And my share is really quick, but you know, sometimes it's nice to know what other crafters are doing, or artists, because something that Debbie, who taught this class last night, really reminded me. There was a study done, or a survey done, of kindergartners, and they're asked how many of you are artists, and majority of the time all the kids raise their hands. By middle school it'll be about half, and by high school there'll be 1 or 2 in a class. When did we convince ourselves that we're not artists? Everyone can be an artist. Everybody has creative thoughts and ways of applying their creative ideas. So I'm going to be doing shares. On Fridays, hopefully, I'll be doing little tips. So this is mine for this week. This is a leftover nut container, but I really liked it because it was clear instead of like those metal ones. So what I did is, now I hold my little scraps in it. And it's little prepared scraps, and this is my tip. If you don't feel like, I don't know, many of you may have separate rooms, but I don't really have a separate room for crafting. I work from home, so it's my office, and there's things in here that don't really belong in here. So I often try to, at the end of the day, escape my office. So I grab a little something I can do in the living room or outside if it's really nice weather. So I've been making these little envelopes from the McGill Punch, which I'm in love with. All I do is save scraps of paper from regular projects, and then I just punch out an envelope and glue it. But look what these fit. Have you ever tried to figure out a way to retain your photographs from, let's say, an entire trip? How cute would that be on a layout or in a mini album? So it fits all different sizes. I was quite excited about that. And then I started playing around with stamping the envelopes and putting them on foam tape. So really, I've picked 3 basic colors, craft, black, and gray, and I just have a whole bunch of envelopes all ready to go. So it's kind of a no-brainer. It's like my own little embellishment. So this is what I'm going to be doing for a couple of mini albums. Actually, our travel mini that I'm working on for the Wild Orchid Craft Contest as an example. See, I have more digital cards in there, and I just thought it'd be cute to have them inside these little envelopes. How cute! Isn't that? So there's my little tip, and then the other little tip is I've worked on several projects recently where they were for swaps, so I was making multiples of the same thing. So what I've been doing is making just a few more, and maybe not the entire project, but some of the embellishments. So then when I need to put together a card, like I need to put together a Get Well card today, I'm totally going to refer to this little embellish box and grab something that I've already created, or at least started, as a way to not have to do something completely from scratch. So there's my little share. I invite you to leave a comment or a video response. Do both. Do a show and tell, like I did with my Zentangle, and I'll show you the card again. And give us a tip, or if you have more than one tip, give us 2 tips. So that's today's challenge. For Friday, I would do a garden video, but it's pouring outside, so I'll have to see how that goes. Hopefully there'll be a reprieve at some point. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. I appreciate all of you who do participate and leave comments, and especially those of you who are brave enough to leave response videos. I love that because it's really a way of interacting. So I encourage you to try. And if you've never tried, what I'll do is I'll include a link right here to how to post a video response. So if you have any questions, leave a comment below. Otherwise, have a fabulous weekend. Bye.